Copy trading 6 TOPSTEP accounts, good day, plus $2,200 on just 8 trades. Now, just some housekeeping things. I scrapped the Slack idea. I had a couple of guinea pigs try it out and it was a disaster. So we are going to use Discord for our community and for our signals. When that is ready, I will put the link in the description everywhere. I'll send an email and a message out to everybody about where the Discord is, how to join, and get the signals because they will be available for you to use for free, of course. So that is coming maybe later today, probably tomorrow. Lastly, we'll be rolling out higher time frame signals on the dashboard. That should be ready Thursday, maybe Friday, but I'm hoping sooner rather than later. 2000 tick chart looks very similar to the 1 minute chart right now. So that's nice. Okay, so we have price kind of breaking out here. Let's see what we get. Nice, Larry. That's awesome work. Congrats, Beast. That's awesome. Happy to see that. Okay. Long signal. Oh. Long entry there. Okay. Puts us up 105 across all the accounts. Good. Great work, Larry. Way to bring the positive luck. Way to bring it. That's awesome. Congratulations to you, my friend. Let's keep it going. Okay. Price kind of moving here a little bit. Next signal. Another strong signal here. Buy right there, the stop. Oh. We'll be out of this one, I think. Yeah. Gave back that profit there. We had a chance to place that stop and we didn't do it. We didn't do it. All right, so we popped out here and then we reversed back down. Okay, so I'm gonna wait for maybe this upward move again to come back for us. But okay. Levi was good. So we'll see on that one. All right. Okay, really bad this trade here. Dang, tough one there. So anytime we have price chopping like this, we're always going to be susceptible, I guess is the right word, to, I don't mind a sell right here. I'm going to wait, but I don't mind it. Anytime price is chopping like this, we're always one candle away from like completely reversing down. So got to keep an eye on that. That was a good trade right there, a good signal. ATR sitting at 20, basically 17. So that's good enough movement for us. We're sitting right on top of that first deviation band of VWAP, acting as a nice support for us. Really, I've got 19,000, and I think, did we like perfectly touch that? Almost. 19,000 right there, this second yellow, white line right here. So we'll keep an eye on that level too. And we'll just see kind of what happens here. Gotta be smart. Long signal there. Okay, so far no good. We'll just wait for price, kind of see what we get here. Nice movement, but I want to see price break out. Okay. New signal here. Strong sell right there. Let's jump in and let's ride this pretty tight. There we go. Okay. Ah, man. $80 on that trade. Not my best, but we'll take it. Helps. So here's price stampeding towards that 19,000 level. That's awesome work. So let's see what we get here. Okay. Now I know price wants the reverse off of this. I'm not even gonna take this trade right here. I don't care what the signal is. I'm gonna wait. We got a long signal, so I'll take that. But I just know price is gonna dance somewhere in here and maybe even like here. I'm putting a lot of support down here, but like we got these three bottoms. I have 19,000 as a psychological level as well. And I bottomed right here. So this would be really tough to break. And if we do, we're gonna need a huge candle and then maybe we get to VWAP potentially. So I'm gonna be patient with that, considering where the market has been. And we'll wait and see. Where's my 10 years down 2%? That's working, that's good. That's the way it should be. And we just rocket shipped up. That's nuts. Right after the open. Okay, patient here. Okay, White House lowering. Would look at lowering tariffs on China. Okay. Okay. Okay, 78. I've got a sell signal here. It's a little oversold. So let's just wait and see. It's probably gonna be correct, honestly. If I had to guess. We'll wait on that one. Okay. All right, good. Trying to break out here. Let's see what happens with this. This price pushing back up. Okay, I have a weak long signal here, so we'll wait on that. Although it does look pretty good. Excuse me. It does look pretty good so far. Okay, so we found our support at 18,990 and we're rolling back up to 19,000. Okay, we'll see what price wants to do here. Okay. Long signal here and a possible reversal. I'm gonna wait. My gut wants me to take this. Like I do want to take this trade, but there just wasn't anything for us to do here. And Holy Earth was good. And Kevin, I'm not sure if it was you who recommended it, adding the notation of a 2 minute versus 1 minute, but that'll get added at either later today or tomorrow. So just a heads up, like that will get added just so you can see it. So just heads up there, that will get added at some point. All right, so here's our new range. 19,000 levels, we know where that is, it's in between. All right, let's just wait for price to break out of this and we'll do something. Okay. Two long signals here. Wow. Okay. Okay. So let's just see what we got. Really good signals here. Nice range for us. So now we definitely have a consistent range that we can break out of and take a trade from. Price not really looking to go lower than this 18,974 and a half, 74.50. And we're not looking to go above 19,023 just yet. So another long signal here, higher confidence. So we're building confidence. Okay. Okay. There's that break. Bunch of trades just happened right there. New signal in just a second here. Strong long signal. Okay, we're out of that one. Not the best of trades. Oh, I'm sorry, those are good signals. All of those were. Not the best of trade there, but okay. It's kind of what it looks like right here. We ate that downward move. We basically had to eat all that as drawdown. Now we're moving up. Let's see what we got. 25. I have a week long here. Wow, I did not expect that. ChatGPT is getting pretty good at this whole thing. I did not expect that. Another small victory there. What do you do when you get two 40% wheat like that? Outcome was obviously strong in that case. Well, Kevin, it's part of the learning process. So when you get those kinds of signals, yes, what ChatGPT was looking at based on our feedback was like, we're going to go long, but there's not really a whole lot of evidence that this is going to be a strong move. Candles like this, maybe this one are kind of hard to predict. And so we're looking at the overall body of price action and saying, okay, I think price is going to go up, but I don't have a strong feeling about it. And sometimes it's going to get the direction right, but the confidence level wrong. Okay, I've got a really high score here and a possible sell signal. So we're going to wait. Obviously, this one's correct and this one's wrong to start, but let's just wait and be patient. But Kevin, there really isn't a whole lot to do on some of these where the confidence is low. Like there's no gamification. The more of these that we score, the better the AI is going to get at giving us higher confidence signals when price action and the information we give it matches. So not a whole lot to do there. Yes, that 40% confidence score signal was sweet. This one at 25, and then what was this one at 23? I don't remember exactly what that one was. We'll go back and look at it maybe on the historical in a second. Maybe I can do it on my own really quick. That 23 signal was a 63, was a 68%, 68%. So not a whole lot to do there. It can be kind of tough to gauge. Here's another strong signal. Getting in right there, stop. There we go. Okay. How do we lose 20 bucks on that? What the frick? How's that possible? Okay, tough one here. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, okay. Okay. So Kevin, hopefully that answers your question a little bit. Some of these signals are just, there's not gonna be no action. And we have to be okay with that because obviously we don't need to trade every single moment of every day, but sometimes there's just gonna be no action. Week and week, okay. So new high up here at 19,107-ish. Kind of this range right here at 19,100, somewhere in here. Okay, no way to predict this. Okay. Hmm. '29 is an 80% signal. We'll sit that one out as well. This one has a chance to go long, I think, but we'll see. Pull back. So right now we're seeing a ton of wick movement. We dealt with a lot of it here, this trade. We dealt with it, we didn't take this trade here, but there's that. And then we have a lot of this movement. We had push up here, pull back, push up here, pull back. And then now we've got this, and if this were to close as a green candle, that's a decent amount of wick action too. We're sitting at ATR-wise 14. Okay, so far it's a bad signal, but it could turn green pretty quick. Any other news? Okay, OPEC wants to get together and increase oil. Okay, oil output. All right, sell signal and one sell signal and what? That was my second one. Might have been too weak to even count. There it is. Break above or no? Yep. All right, good signal, bad signal. Okay, so here's that other high that we touched up here, that 114. Let's see what price does with that. Pull back. Okay, so just not a whole lot happening here. Maybe not. Let's see. We touched that high up there. Strong signal here. Did it again. Okay, small victory there again. Damn, we really mistimed our entry on this one. That was another good one for us, and we just mistimed it. Another really good one for us, and we just mistimed it. Okay. Nice push. Let's see what we got here. 85% in. Okay. We'll wait. We'll wait. Let's go back here. Another potential top. And put this bottom up to like right there. All right. I've had one mediocre size win, a large loss, and then a couple small wins after that. So we're due for a nice win here. We've been getting stuck on a ton of drawdown. Like if we could avoid that or just get in at the right time, that'll probably put another $100 per trade in our pocket. All right. Weak, long signal, good. We'll wait. That's a nice one though. There it goes. It's a good signal so far. What do I want to do here? Okay, hell of a signal there. Nothing to do with it though, because it's weak, so not a whole lot of chance for us to capture anything there. Now, got a nice pullback going. So let's wait to see what this next candle wants to do for us first. Strong. Got an overbought and a strong signal. I'm looking to go long here. I really prefer, let's see if I can see this properly. There we go. Buying one right there. My entry should have been way sooner. Wow. There we go. 185 there. No. Bad, bad, good. Yeah. That was close. We almost got our stop hit. We were like inches away from getting our stop hit. That was really close. Okay, nice move. Weak and long, so we'll sit that one out for sure. If I don't get a strong signal, either one, I'm not taking it. This looks decent, but I'm gonna wait. Thanks, Larry. Nice. Adam, that's great work. Great work, Adam. Yes, Larry. So good question. When to go micros versus minis is the ATR. That's a good signal right here. ATR is pretty low. We're sitting at what, 10 right now, and so that's going to let me know to go minis. If we were sitting at like 25 or 30, depending, I might go micros and go like a half, so go 5 micros. But right here, when ATR is at 12, I'm okay with a full mini because my stop is going to be maybe 10 points. It might not even be that big. Actually, as a matter of fact, that last trade I just was in was only 8-point stop. And it almost got hit. Luckily we didn't, but we almost got hit now. But that was only 8 points. Okay. Bad signal here. And we really could have made like 300 bucks on that trade. Well, we wouldn't have been in the trade for that long enough, but we'd have made at least 100 bucks on that trade. Pretty quick. Had we gotten in when we should have, like right here. On this one right here. Yeah, just all ATR. Really, it's like, I like my stop to be 10 to 15 points. And so if the ATR is at like 40, 15 points is absolutely nothing, you know? But if my stop is at 10 points and the ATR is at 10 points, well, then my stop is going to be pretty big because ideally it's not going to go down 10 points to go back up 10 points. It might go down 3 or 4 or 5 and then reverse back up, ideal if the trade's correct. So just want to play the ATR. Okay, these are good signals technically. New high right here, and we made a new low, that's for sure, right here. This one, but more so this one. Okay, we're about to attack that low, it looks like. Weak sell signal, so we'll wait. We're below our 9 EMA, above our 20 EMA. Kind of in that little sandwich. Great signal here. Okay, we have price reversing. Now I'm a little weary on taking a short right here because we're just digesting this move. I don't know that if we're actually going to start getting a real downtrend. So this is going to be one of those where I use my trailing stop and it's going to be pretty tight if we get the proper signal, which, I mean, price is just popping now, so I'm not sure what we're going to get here. Let's just be patient and see. I have a sell signal and a long. I'll take the sell right there. Okay. There we go. Okay, my analysis was incorrect there. But we ended up having a good trade there. All right, good. 940, okay. Good stuff. Take that. Okay, good. Good signal there, bad signal here. Okay, so that helps us recover some of our accounts here. So let's go through them really fast. We'll be done trading these accounts for today. Let's look at the stats. They'll all be the same. 6 for 8, 75% win rate, which is about where I am. Best trade was 210, biggest loss was 240. We could do better there, but okay. And then we did that across 6 accounts. So this one is a 375. This one, we're getting that one back. These express accounts, we're trading back nicely. Express account, good here. Funded account. And then this one as well. So good trading there. let's log out of these, and then we'll jump into a demo account really quick, and we'll just trade that. Maybe we can jump into, well, yeah, we'll do a demo account just to keep getting trades and keep talking through these. Here we go. We can take some more chances as well. Okay, bad signal there. We're just gonna go 2 contracts here. So L's and wins will be pretty big. New signal, new signal. All right, nothing. Okay, cool. So good there, about 2,200 bucks today across all 6 accounts. So that's solid off of 8 trades. Ideally, we had a chance to, I think, maybe get that a little bit sooner, but we didn't get there. So it is what it is. But these are incorrect signals. The reason that the system holds on to some of these directions a little bit longer than it should is if you really look at this thing, the markets are up almost 4% today, at least they were before this pullback. Going short doesn't make a ton of sense. Like holistically, it doesn't. I do get some of the signals being short here, but looking at where prices come from last night into today, the system is like, hey, we probably shouldn't go short, not right now. Or and if we do, we should be very, pessimistic about it. 43. Okay, this looks like a nice setup for a sell right there, but I'll wait. ATR is sitting at 11, so we'll chill out on that. Okay. Save. Okay. Now I can go. Good signal there, actually. Have we made a bottom? So there, maybe, and then top, right there. That kind of that triple rejection. Boom, boom, boom. Actually, this is a pretty sizable range. These candles are actually kind of big. My ATR is not large, but it should be. These are 30-point candles. Long and short. Okay. Today's a much easier day to trade. And the reason for it is because it started out so like choppy that all we had to do was wait for the right setup. Usually if we jump in and price is already flowing, that is kind of where it's tough. Today I wanted to make sure that I got in, we sat around for a second, we just watched the charts and then we started taking trades, which helped us a little bit. We were a couple points away from getting stopped out of a couple of our things, but got to get the feel. But more importantly, it's like when we start out the day when it's choppy, which is like kind of in here, then we break out. That's a lot easier to trade than trying to catch up with the flow of the market and trying to catch the trend. So this signal was actually correct. This one was incorrect. And then this one's starting out as correct. We'll see where it goes though. All right, I'm gonna move this right here. Actually, I'll just do another one. So I'm okay taking a long if price can break above this or is moving above this and we get a nice long signal. That's 20 points from this top to this. So I'll take that. I will take that. So just some housekeeping things. We are probably going to do a Discord, not Slack. I guinea pigged Gabe, my dog, with it because I wanted to make sure he could see the signals that were already set up there and chat in the channel and everything. And it was just kind of a headache to get set up. And if it was hard for one person, it'd be hard for 300 people. So I figured we'd put a pin in that one. And so we will be on Discord. I will send out an email and send a message in the group chat about where to join and how to join. But I'm gonna send that out once the signals are set up, okay? So we'll get all of the most confident signals sent to a channel that you can see. And then it'll all be there and we'll just house everything right there. It's not my preferred destination as I'd like to know you guys' names and talk to you with your name, you know, but I'll deal. I'll deal. Discord is built for what I'm trying to do, and I'm just being hard-headed, not, you know, following along. So, okay, waiting around for some signals here. I got nothing. What? Nothing. If you guys are new around here, make sure you guys like the live stream and subscribe. If you're not new around here, make sure you get the signals. Andrew was good. Go to nqsignals.com. Sign up for free. Won't be free forever, but it's gonna be free for now and for a little bit. Getting some of the kinks worked out. It's much easier to charge $0.00 and work out the kinks than charge dollars and cents and have a bunch of kinks. I'd be stressed out if we had some email issues, we had some verification issues, we had some signal issues, obviously. So, and then we have what is going to be the Discord, but what's Slack. So we're almost there. We are almost there. But let's get it in while we can. All right, so this is probably going to turn into a decent signal if I had to guess. Really? Still weak? I understand. Oh, these are probably a good signal, honestly. I understand why, but I don't like it. Okay. What do I know? All right. $49, sell signal. I'm waiting on this one. I'll drop right there. There we go. I want to see it get green really quick. Wow. Nice. 553 on that one. Pretty good. Okay, AI knows better than me. So we chop, 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 and then we get a break. So chop here, and then we kind of have a chop here, but then we break. We call a sell here. I didn't like it, but it was right. And then we get a nice strong signal here. And so if we can just take these kinds of trades, we'll be okay. Even though this is kind of choppy, it's like boom, boom. If we can get a nice strong signal, another sell signal right here. I missed it. I was thinking it might come back green for a second and I could jump in, but I missed this one big time. Big time. This might be the biggest candle of them all that I decided to chill out on. So stupid. It was a bad decision. 21 points. This one's going to be like 30 some. Yeah, already 31 points. That's embarrassing. Nail this one, miss this one. Can't have that. Nail, nail. We have to do both of these. Because if all we have to do is catch like these two, over. Day's over. Go do something else. Make love with your lover. Do something else. But like, you be done. 2 candles are out. So that's what that should have been, but it wasn't. I messed that up by not taking the trade. And then now we get greedy and want to catch up and jump in right here. Let's see, we got strong signal here. I'm waiting for price to pull back a little bit. Yep, there it is. I'm waiting, waiting, waiting. Still waiting. Jump in right there. Stop. I tried it. Let's see if I'm going to pay for it. On these kinds of trades, you want to get in like there we go. You want to get in when price is falling. You don't really want to, route. Good little 2 trades there. That was like $300. So those are my favorite kinds of trades if you catch them right, because they're beautiful. They're terrible signals to take, but they're beautiful trades where price rolls up quickly and then it falls. You want to be able to get in and then be profitable and set your stop or get out when it like drops quickly. Because if it drops and then it rolls back up, that's where you can get in a little bit of trouble. Let's go sell right here. This one's going to be risky because I think price could be building up. I'm at 9 points a stop. Yeah, this is what I thought what could happen. Yep, we're out. Okay, we're up 420. Okay, bad signal there. Good signal here. It's like kind of what I was anticipating a bit, but maybe price would start building up here. I should have just not taken that. Okay, tough one there. Tough one there. Smells like friggin' tuna in here. I'm not sure what is that. Gross. My wife likes to make chicken salad. Ass. Let me tell you something. Chicken salad is some ass. But it doesn't smell like tuna, it's the mayonnaise, I think, but it smells horrendous. Could be that, and if it is, I'll be pissed. It's like, take that somewhere else, dog. It's horrendous. Ben, you feel me? Like, it's horrendous. Bad. My first job was at a deli in Chicago, and people would come in and order just some of the nastiest shit. But one of the things that they would order was a chicken salad. And I used to hate having to prepare that thing. It was so gross. The ingredients are disgusting, but you can make it healthy. But like, oh, it was God, like this is horrific. And I had to try everything just to kind of give an opinion if people asked. And the things I used to do for a couple bucks an hour. But it was like, man, ugh, are you sure? 2 pounds? You sure? All right, bro. Nah, it'd be like old ladies though. They come and get it. It's bad. Bad. Well, what was everybody's first job in here? I mean, while we're waiting for the next trade, what did everybody do as their first job? I was at a deli. I guess babysitting doesn't count, but I was at a deli. That was my first job. Let me know what your first job was in the comments. I'm very eager to know. Someone's gonna big shot it and say some shit like, making 100K a year at some place. That's my first job. I'm like, all right, bro. But for everybody else, normal folks. Okay. Touch here. While I'm waiting for y'all to respond to that. Anytime you have a huge wick up like this, it's price's permission of like, you can go back up and test this. Now, we already tested up here before, so this was kind of just the fulfillment of that. But when you see a huge unfulfilled wick like here, they're going to get a test. And we got that on this candle right there. So I anticipate that this wick at some point, we might see a fillage. I don't know when, but we might. I'm not going to trade off of that. I just know it. Retail, nice. Slinging boxes at UPS. That ain't bad. Paper route, Steve. Printing screens, grocery store cashier. There you go, Larry. Nice, nice, nice. These are all great jobs. All right, so nothing too fancy in here. I like that. We're all alike. Kevin, where'd you work retail? Boxes at UPS. Ben, were you in like the back doing Subway? And those are dog days right there. Subway. I know you saw some horrendous orders. Steve, paper route. Nice. I cleaned screen printing screens. Andrew, what is a screen printing screen? I like this sell signal right here. What? Oh, we're making like 200 bucks on that. Or not. 488. Made some money on that one. Like 60 bucks. The frick. Subway. My little brother worked there. So I'm the oldest of 7 siblings. I have 7. So I can say I have a sibling for everything. But my younger sibling worked at Subway, and he used to talk about the horrendous orders people would make. But what is screen printing screens? I cleaned screen printing screens. What does that mean, Andrew? Maybe I'm just an idiot. Grocery store cashier. That's a grind. Grocery store cashier? Because, like, why don't y'all just sit down? I got you. Has a screen. I got you. Nice. Weak sell signal here. We'll wait. Not a lot of movement right now. 20 points of action. I could feel that on that last trade. Damn. Good signal. There we go. VWAP is not even in the picture yet, but it could be. 140 points out. Nice. Way better. I believe it. I believe that. I believe that. So yeah, I can only imagine Subway. I can only imagine Subway. I won't even say what I want to say, but I could just imagine. Yeah, Pizza Hut would be a much better gig. Boston store. Small retail base in Milwaukee. Nice. Nice, Kev. I worked at it was called the Fresh Market in Chicago. The Fresh Market. It's kind of like an uppity grocery store. I don't know if people have Straubs around the country or not. I don't know if that's a St. Louis thing. I genuinely don't know. But it's kind of like an uppity grocery store. So they served a bunch of, like, I don't know, high class stuff. Let me turn this heater off. It's scorching in here. Oh, God. I went for a run this morning and my legs are cooked. I've been there. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. I mean, it's like they play classical music throughout the whole thing. Everybody's really nice. Everything's a little more expensive than it should be. But when I was playing football at the JUCO I played at in Chicago, they would do, like, Tuesdays or Thursdays. They would do you get 2 whole chickens for like $7. And so I used to go and buy 2 full ass chickens from the Fresh. I'd walk my stupid ass for like a mile and a half, walk there, chickens, and walk them back, and then that's what I would eat for a week or so, or spread it out as best I could, I guess. But and I was like, I should just work here, get a discount. And after making those chickens, I was like, I'm not buying these fucking chickens again. I can't do that. I see it. I'm an STL, but I played ball in Chicago for a little bit. Internship at Xerox. There you go. Kevin, you're definitely dating yourself, because I know there's a specific age group that worked at Xerox. Like I feel like I could almost nail your career path by knowing that, actually. Much older than me, but I could kind of nail that. Yo. Yeah, let's go ahead and get that out of here. Time out. See, like, what is that? Like, what are we doing here? That's just so weird. What are we doing? And we're going to report that. I don't like that at all. You don't get to use my wife's name like that. Stupid ass. If I could jump through the screen, I'll find you. I'll get you. I'll get you. Cell signal here? That came super late, but I don't mind it though. So. Holy cow. What is happening? Wow, we just made $1,000 on that trade. Holy cow. What was that? We'll take that right at 10 freaking M. What just happened? There's got to be, some news. Am I wrong? I couldn't even exit that trade. Big wick down. That's permission for price to test lower. Look, if we want to do $1,000 again, I'll do it, baby. I'm here for you. There we go, we're out. Okay, we're up $2,700. Nice. Okay. What was that? Oh, Trump. The EU and China are ripping the US off. Okay. All right. Bad signal. Good. Oh, I'll call it a good signal. Oh, wait. Trump. We're going to make a lot of money for our people. What is that even? Bro. I want to take that sell right there. But I'm going to wait. That was wild. That was unbelievable. It did. Yeah, I see that. Thanks, Gretchen. Nice. Nice, Kev. Yeah, let me tell you something. While Trump is in office, buddy, it is going to be wild city. Used to be a fence installer in my late teens, early 20s. That was a good job, tons of cash, didn't have to go to the gym and stay in shape. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt, Andrew. Where do you live, Andrew? Or I guess what region of the world do you live in? You don't have to give all your info out, I guess. Warm, I mean, I don't know. Warm, cold. I have no idea how to install a fence, by the way. Like our HOA has, like, you can only have like a 4-foot fence. It has to be like black wrought iron. New York born and raised, nice. I've been to NY one time. I was there in August actually playing basketball. I've stayed in Times Square like any normal person who wants to go to New York would do as an idiot, and it was just hectic. And then we where did we go? Went to Chelsea. And like there's like a little mall out there. Yeah, no doubt, Kev. No doubt you dig a ton of holes. Now, do you put concrete in these holes? Like, help me understand this. Is there concrete that goes in like at the fence at the bottom? What is this? That's a bad signal too. Do you put concrete in those holes as well? Or am I bugging? Sell signal here. We're going to ignore that for just a second. I'm going to let price kind of hang on. Depends on the way of fence. I got your style of fence. Yeah. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Yeah, I'm not a, whoops. It's not my gig. Good God. Friggin' Trump. Possible reversal. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, he's just going to like erase the gains on the day. I mean, I guess not terribly, but like, man. I mean, how big was that candle? My stop couldn't even keep track. Top to bottom, that was 75 point. Like I couldn't even, I had to click exit like 3 or 4 times before I could even get out. That was insanity. Finally, the right call on some news. That always helps. That always helps. Good. Let's see. Now, at times like this, okay, so ChatGPT has like no idea where price is trying to head, which I'm cool with. But for moments like this, kind of just best to chill out. I don't know what Trump was going to say, and there's no way to predict it, obviously. And so it's kind of like just sit back and wait and see what happens. Long signal good. This price action just doesn't make any sense when you get this kind of. If I keep storing all the data from ChatGPT and the signals that we're grading from the Trump era as a president, we might build like one of the most incredible systems ever. Again, it would be years from now that we would be able to reap the benefits of it. But I'll buy 2 right there. I'm nervous about this trade though. We're out. And that's why I was nervous. The gut never fails. Pop and run, and it's like, okay, we give a little bit more room, we place our stop wisely, and then maybe price is going to continue up, but we have a huge amount of drawdown here. It's just really tough. I mean, not huge, I guess, 8 points, 9 points for 4. So not crazy, like a 10, 15 point stop is going to keep us in this trade, but tough if you're trying to get in and out and try to time these perfectly. Really tough. Great work, Kevin. Red to green on the day due to those Trump comments. Can't tell you how many times I've been green and got absolutely ambushed. Hey, that's great, Kevin. First time for everything. I was the exact same. I was down today, and then we rallied back. So good stuff. It's probably a good stopping point for all of us anyway. So I'll call it a day too. Good little hour and change session for us. If you guys have any questions, let me know. nqsignals.com. Sign up. Tell your friends, your family, your aunts and uncles. Let's all get rocking and rolling, same direction. I will have the Discord ready for us, hopefully later today, but if not, then tomorrow with the signals. So the Discord, technically it's already ready, but when the signals are ready, then I'll announce it, have everybody join, and then we will just have and converse right in there. Make it easy. So if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, or things you think I can improve, let me know. In the comments, send me a DM, or when we announce the Discord, you can just DM me or put it in the members chat as well. We do have some site updates that are coming. I don't want to announce them just yet, but they are coming. So there'll be some changes to the signals and whatnot, only to improve. So I'm excited about that, but we'll talk about that when it's ready because I don't know how long it's going to be before it's actually done. So anyway, I will see y'all. If you guys have any questions, let me know, but have a great rest of your day and I will see you tomorrow. Peace.